I invite you to join me at the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, because here, we're all about community. With like-minded people and businesses, the Chamber will help your business grow, and you get to connect with people that will become your best friends. Weekly events give you ample opportunities to learn alongside talented professionals. At the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, we are better together. Become a member at delraybeach.com. Good morning, Delray Beach. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Jamil.
And we are here in a place that usually is behind the scenes, but in front of the scenes today.
Yes.
We are at Studio Baral, our partners on the show who make all the magic happen that you see every week. You know, we got the easy job. We just show up and sit.
Yeah, so this is a really nice office.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
You really get to see where Studio Baral staff and their crew really make things happen and make the magic happen.
And it feels so cozy.
It is.
Like, I think we're gonna sit here a while.
Well, whenever
today.
you come into an office and the first place you walk past is a kitchen.
That's right. That's why we like it so much here. There was a kitchen when we walked in the door.
Yes, totally agree.
So we have a really full show, so we'll keep our intro short today.
Very.
What's happening with the boys?
Man, you know what? We took a loss last Thursday.
Okay.
It was a great game. We lost in overtime.
Oh.
But we played a great team out of Miami. But for me, with these young kids that we have on the team, man, is every week is learning.
Yep.
So right now I'm in that phase where we're over progression, over perfection.
Oh, I like that.
So my thing is as long as we're getting better every week, that's all that matters right now, and the wins will come. So, but I love what they're doing. I love the energy that the kids are bringing and everything.
And I hate to say it, but I think sometimes like having a loss in that way makes them push even harder because they're like, oh, we were so close.
And it's different. Now you see the difference in the energy. You have certain kids that you never thought would be a leader that's stepping up now. You know, so certain things are changing, you know, with the culture and the personality of the program for the better, which I love. And it's happening innately amongst the kids. It's not really forced by the coaches. It's happening amongst the kids. So I'm seeing that those leadership skills and those things come out. So I'm loving it.
That's amazing. Well, I have a busy weekend.
Yes, you do.
So Saturday, I'm teaching a workshop at the Arts Warehouse, earring making. And then Sunday is our 1-year anniversary at A Little Wild, which is crazy. I don't know how it's been a year, a very fast year, right? How is it a year? I feel like we just announced this like yesterday. When you texted me and told me that,
I was like, wow, it's been a year already.
Yeah, a year. So from 12 to 5, we're having Prosecco, and 10% of all sales are going to the Achievement Center.
Why you said Prosecco so fast?
Prosecco is not the most important part, Jamel. I know it's your favorite part there, but for everybody else, we're excited that we're giving back to the community. You know, that's what we do in Delray Beach. You give back and help each other. So 10% of our sales are going to go to the Achievement Center for the day from 12 to 5. So come and see us. And we have a huge sale.
Well, I can say this.
Buy your wife and kids a lot of things.
You do a lot for a lot of people, and you go out and celebrate everybody else's success. So now it's time for people to come and show you some love and come back and celebrate with you and having your store open for a year. So
thank you. Yeah, my business partner Sky and I are super excited. We were like looking at the calendar and we're like, oh my gosh, it's a year. So we want to do a little something so people could come and hang out for a bit.
Party and Prosecco, baby.
Yes, I like it. See, he says it a lot more excited than I do. I'm like, we're going to have a Prosecco. And he does this.
Yeah.
Well, should we start bringing on our
Let's bring
fabulous
on our
guests?
guests.
We have a whole lot of guests today, so you want to bring on the first?
Yes. So we have Mr. Jeff and Autumn. They are actually from the Florida Healthcare Law Firm. Come on up.
And Jeff is the president and founder,
Yes.
and Autumn is the chief operating officer. Hi, guys. Welcome.
Hiya.
How are you?
Good.
We're so excited to have you on today. And what an interesting area of law that you practice, healthcare law. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is? For all of us that are like, I'm like, ooh, this sounds real intense.
How long do we have? I'm going to keep it really simple.
Yeah.
It's basically every solution that requires a lawyer for a healthcare business or a healthcare professional. Whatever they need, that's what we do. How's that?
Wow.
That's really, I thought it was gonna be a lot longer than that. That was really good. That is the best elevator pitch I've heard in a while.
And you got a criminal problem because the OIG is after you, or the state attorney's office. We handle that. You need contracts done. You need things structured the right way. You got a lease. You're bringing on an employee, a partner. You're buying. You're selling.
Wow, you aren't kidding.
You got
Everything.
compliance plans. Everything.
It's the one-stop shop. You're like the Walmart of law firms.
Yes, that's amazing. That's your new catchphrase. Only in healthcare.
Only in
And I
healthcare.
feel like especially down here with there being so many doctors and so many people practicing healthcare, I mean, guys, you're all watching. Here's who you need to know. I mean, that really is, I think that's really cool. You obviously are in that world with law. I'm not. So I find all this so fascinating. I'm like, wow, there's a lawyer for this and a lawyer for that. I thought there was just lawyer. Nope, there's just so many things. And you're working on a new program that sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. So we've been obviously in healthcare. Jeff's been a lawyer for
35 years.
35 years. And I've been working with Jeff for about 13 years here in Delray. And over the course of time, you kind of see how the trends move in healthcare. You know, what businesses develop and what happens and what changes. And, COVID was a big thing that pushed a lot of the need for mobile services and going into patients' homes because people didn't want to come out and things like that. So we've observed, a lot of different business trends that are in healthcare and the way that those are moving. And the latest thing is
Ava. So we saw the emergence of this industry in healthcare, IV hydration. Folks that have a place that they've rented and they're plugging people in for hydration, for immune support, for anti-inflammatory sort of things.
hangover from the Prosecco.
Hangover from your Prosecco.
Oh, she knows you already.
Exactly. So we saw the emergence, and because we've been doing this for so long, we see industries start to take off. And we saw this explode. It's probably the fastest growing area in healthcare.
I believe it.
And not just in Florida, but nationally. So Autumn and I spoke about it and decided, why don't we be the one-stop solution for that entire industry across the country? So that's what it is, American IV Association. We had our first big conference in Los Angeles a few weeks ago, and the second one is September 16th right here in Delray, in Aloft.
So I like how you had it in LA and Delray. I mean, guys, you're putting us on the map in such a way. I mean, to be the place to go for the whole industry.
Yep.
Like, that's insane.
Yep.
Like, you're not just like,
Been
oh, in
nuts.
South Florida. You're like, oh, no,
it's
period.
nationwide.
You know what? I should mention a little kudos to our partner, Gina Meyer. The reason why we're doing this, we see the need. We're filling the need as lawyers all around the country. But the reason why we can create an organization, get it operational so quick, and fill this industry's needs, really, it's fundamentally Gina and Autumn. Gina is the chief operating officer for it, and she's been there, done that in the med spa space with AmSpa. She created it. And then and we've been friends with her for a dozen years. So Autumn and Gina just started talking and creating, and every day they're at it. And this has exploded.
It's exploded.
Yeah.
Our website has not launched yet, but we have an event on Friday that's sold out.
Yep.
We have exhibitors and vendors and people showing up from all over the country,
Oh my
flying
So
into
fun.
Delray.
That's
So
incredible.
We walked
We're
into
excited, yeah.
we walked into a room that was originally penned for this event in Delray, and we're going, yeah, we'll get 50, 60 people in.
Right.
Autumn and I walked in, and we didn't like the feel of it. It didn't have any windows. It just didn't feel
Yeah.
fun enough.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, fun is a big thing in the
Oh,
law firm.
I
and
knew
in
we
Ava.
liked them.
So we're like, hey, do you have another room? And so he shows us this amazing room full of glass. You can fit 120 people in. And Autumn and I immediately said, looks like we're going to have a bigger event.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So
That's
How many
great.
people came to the event in LA?
About 60 people at that event.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And there'll be over 120 here.
Yeah.
That's amazing for
L-
first time
LA
out.
can't do it like Delray.
That's right. No. Because they don't have fun like we do in Delray. That's
But we got to tell you this one thing, because I had no idea. Autumn told me yesterday, she said, one of the vendors, we get a bunch of vendors that do really cool stuff. One of the vendors is auctioning off an
my
item,
gosh.
and it's worth $18,000.
What?
So
We're
we
coming.
have all of
Yeah.
the exhibitors coming, and they're doing, you know, IV is really in healthcare as healthcare has evolved into wellness, right? Preventative care and things like that. And so a lot of the vendors or the exhibitors that are coming are in that industry. So laser company, you know, facial and things like that. And one of them has decided we're raffling off a laser. And it's an $18,000 laser.
Is it like hair removal?
I think it's
Don't
like
say
a
that.
face
Don't say hair
treatment thing. I don't know, but they've decided they're doing that. So we have like raffles going on, and they're going to be doing demos all day. This is at the A-Loft downtown here.
It's a party.
It's going to be a party.
It's just a party.
So with the hydrate, what's that? Hydrate? I mean,
IV hydration.
Dehydration, yeah.
is a lot of the healthcare companies out there accepting that, like, you know, with health insurance. So are they?
No,
they
not
don't even
typically.
see it.
No.
Yeah, IV hydration is basically a wellness thing that you do, and you pay cash for it. That's the way the industry is
Yeah.
across the country. It's an evolving thing. We have clients and members that do it nationally.
Right.
So it's serious.
Yeah, you're
Right.
seeing a lot of
It's-
standalone businesses that
Like
offer
Prime
this.
IV
Like,
we have here.
like-
Exactly.
yeah, exactly.
They're wonderful.
Prime
They are
IV is
great.
actually going to be
Great.
doing an IV on site at our event.
great.
Yeah,
I mean, they're a great community partner, and you see them everywhere talking about this. And when they first came on the show years ago at this point, Ryan and I went and we were like, what is this? And now you're like, it's something that is so important and people are implementing into their lives on a regular basis.
And I've actually, you know, working with athletes during football season, we start seeing our kids cramp up a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're dehydrated, things of that nature. So I've been recommending their parents to go to Prime IV. I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, you need to call this place. You need to take
Yep.
your child there. And they're like, what is it? No, I can't go. I'm like,
It
listen.
sounds scary,
you have
but
to
it's
do it.
not. It's not.
I've done it before, and it's rejuvenating.
Oh, yeah.
It's very
Yeah, people
rejuvenating.
really, they want it. There's a big push, as I said, to mobile. So a lot of independent folks are doing a mobile businesses where they'll go to the patient's home or office and make it super convenient for them. So you've got a lot of different options as a consumer, as a patient, and you have a lot of people getting into the business. And again, that's in part why we've created American IV Association, is to give them a focal point of what are the best practices, what are the legal issues, what are the business issues, have you ever, you know, marketed a business before, things like that. So it's a membership-based organization that provides a huge amount of value for that community.
And a lot of people ask questions about like some of the top-notch athletes, Tom Brady, LeBron James. They speak on these services. You know, they have them come to their homes either like before the game, after the game. You know, especially with basketball players playing 3 or 4 games a week. You know, they have these services right afterwards to come and replenish their system with all of the
You can't
vitamins.
drink
everything.
enough water.
You
can't.
know, and consuming
you're
it through your
running,
mouth,
sweating
it
like
breaks
that.
down a lot of it. So if you're getting it intravenously right through your veins, like
Yeah.
that's going right into your system. So I love it. I love
That's
it.
amazing. I mean, I'm just blown away that you guys have created this. You recognize the need and it created it in such a big way. Because one thing to say, oh, let's do this thing, but like you went like full speed ahead and made it happen, which is amazing. It really is.
Is there anything else about your law firm that you got? Because you guys wow me. Like when I say the Walmart of law, I'm like, okay, this is the
He
Walmart.
means it in a nice way. In a nice way.
It's the one-stop shop for everything. You know?
Yes.
It's like,
It's an odd collection of people, and I'll tell you why. Everybody is about taking care of that industry.
Right.
And nobody takes themselves seriously. So you get a lot of people who are super smart, super passionate, a lot of fun. We don't have anybody hanging out there that we don't all really like. So it's just a bunch of friends having a good time.
Right. And helping
That
people.
culture's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
There's
the best
10
way to do
lawyers,
it.
there's a handful of support staff,
where's your office located?
2 blocks from here.
Coming over to Prosecco. I want to see what the party's like. I mean,
He's coming. He's coming. He wants that laser. So if people want to come to your event and get involved, whether they're in this industry or looking to get into this industry, where do they find more information? I know you said your website is
AmericanIV.com is structured as a landing page right now because we haven't launched the membership component, but you can go on there and find information about the event. It is sold out, but we're expecting a handful of people to show up, and if you show up, we'll let you in.
Hey.
Probably standing room only at
Yeah.
this point, but we will be doing that.
That's great.
Awesome.
That's
Well,
Friday. Starts
Thank
at
you
8 a.m.
guys very
For all
much.
your
Thank you,
hard
guys.
work. This is
Really
amazing. Thank
What a pleasure.
you.
Thank you all.
Coming on.
We just started this thing and it exploded immediately.
I mean, and
that's
it is
so rare.
Right here, there's like we're starting this movement. you
Right
know.
here.
Yes. I
Two
remember
blocks
the
away.
first time I did the IB. I was up and I took a bunch of kids to Atlanta, Georgia. It was like probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I started feeling myself get very ill.
Oh, no.
And I went to an urgent care place in Atlanta, and I went in there and they were just like, well, you know what? We have this IV thing that we can put all these vitamins into you. I was like, what? That sounds crazy. But I did it anyways, and I was
You
feeling
felt
better
good.
the next day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think any time that you are feeling really sick or dehydrated, these are the things that can help you for sure.
Yes, totally agree.
Okay, so our next guest, you usually see behind the camera.
Yes.
And he's the one that makes it all look pretty and does all the magic. Well, him and his team. We got to give all the guys credit, the whole team. But we have Mr. Luis Baraldi is going to come on from Studio Baral, the owner of this beautiful space, and his beautiful wife, Megan Baraldi.
Yeah, I can't be here by myself.
The development
Like,
director
I need to
of the
look
play
good.
school.
I need to look good, so.
Oh, he's
Yeah, I need
He
a
knows.
wife.
That's right. That's how he got such a lovely wife. He's no dummy.
And guys, today, thank you for coming, first of all. We love doing the show with you guys. It's a lot of fun always. I actually don't like being in front of the camera that much, but next to you guys make it look easy. So, I'm trying
wait, what
something
is this
new.
doodad?
So
Wait,
I'm
what's
not
happening
playing,
here?
I'm not playing video games. I'm trying something new. We've never done this, but I can actually cut the show.
In your
while sitting
hand?
here. Yeah, in my hand. So like, let's say
You're usually at
you
a
wanna
computer.
I'm gonna go to my camera, hopefully.
Wait.
There you go. Yeah. See? So like,
How cute you guys look.
like I'm gonna see if this works. There's my name.
What?
Yeah, so-
Where's your wife? Where's your wife's name?
It takes a little bit. I really just don't.
He's like, it's all about me.
And I'll put it in, but it's just, no guys, again, we love working with the chamber, we love working with you. We've worked with both of you guys in many different scenarios, and it's always, we're a full production studio here in Delray. Again, I think everyone drives by it, and it is a video production studio. We've gotten calls renting for a room, like they think it's in a studio apartment sometimes. So we've gotten those calls. So just
what are they trying to
we
rent?
don't have rooms available. We don't have rooms.
Hey, you know what? You can roll the air mattress in here.
We've done it. We used to have a shower.
Luis,
but
they're
we
gonna
don't
see empanadas later, and they're gonna really be trying to
So,
come rent a space here.
yeah,
They're gonna be like,
yeah,
oh, they
so-
have delicious food at this place.
we do. And again, we offer services to anyone and everyone. Like
So what are some of the projects? You obviously work on this, and this is your favorite.
Yeah, it is. It's every Wednesday.
But you did the new commercial for the chamber. But besides
We
that, what
did.
are some projects that you have going on so people who are not producing a show understand the scope of your work?
Yeah, so again, this is one of our services, live production. This is good for us, a quick studio, also for like events, to cover that. We can stream it to any social media websites. That's something we do. But the main thing we do is actual commercials. We do a lot of commercials for local companies or national. We've had chances to do something like that. We love doing video commercials. We've done a lot of commercials like Toffees, Butts Chicken, like different things like that.
You do all of the 1-800-CALL-E commercials also.
We do a lot of stuff for local businesses, and for that we use our green screen studio. And like you say, it's a small green screen studio that we have. It's nothing that big, but this used to be the master
That's what the
bedroom of
magic
this house.
happens, yes.
But like on that little space, this is something like we created when Jamel was kind enough to come here. That's in that studio.
Yes.
That
Wait, you did that here?
That
Yes.
commercial was done in that
I thought you
studio.
did that like a big place.
No.
What?
It was
No.
that commercial, like
We know that guy.
Like it was like that. I mean, again, it's
And that's
it's
like
a
one
full
of the top
commercial.
commercials. Everybody loved that commercial. Everybody goes.
I think it won an Emmy. It won an Emmy commercial,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Jamel was in our.
Emmy Award winning actor. Yes.
So yeah, that is something like we do. I mean,
Yeah.
we use that, but we're full production. We will solve any of your issues depending on what you have. We can make it work. Don't be afraid to call us. Like it's some people, like there's Atlantic High School. We gotta go
Yes.
back and do
I'm
that
down.
was the previous coach. He was a really nice
Yes.
guy, by the way. I miss him.
He's cool.
He's like that guy better.
Yeah, again, please call us. Like we do everything.
So, and what he's saying is that there's no job too small or too big for you guys.
Correct.
And we have to say, as people who work with you on the other side, like, you really care. This team cares so much about the quality of what we're doing. You'll see sometimes we went late because he wanted to make sure the internet connection is right. Like, it's always the attention to detail and
or
paying
the host
attention.
showed up. Sometimes that happens too. Sorry, we're live. Sorry.
This to us. I'm gonna tell your dad on you.
I'm always on time.
Always on
It was so
time.
nice when we got started.
I get it.
She's like this. She's like, this is what happens on Wednesdays. It's wild over here.
But
Yeah, you guys really are wonderful, and what you do and the attention to detail, like, really is. I mean, I've been working in film most of my life, and seeing how you guys produce and how much you care is, I mean, unreal. Because you see people slap things together and just send it out. Not you guys. They make sure the mics are right. And I mean, everything they test before we even walk in the door, they're here an hour ahead of us.
Right, and I don't mean to speak for you because I don't work for Studio Baral, but you have to.
Maybe we should.
When you look at it, and another reason why they care too is because it's part of their product. So when they're working on a project with you, it's a collaborative project
100%.
as well, because they're putting their stamp on it, they're putting their name on it. So they want to make sure they give you nothing but greatness at the end of the day.
correct. We do care, and I really think we're not a company that meets you, does the video, and then good luck. No, like, we're there and we'll make sure it's right. If it takes an extra shooting day, we will do it. If it's more editing, we want to, and we love working in Delray. Like, this is, to tell you the truth, we used to have another studio in Coral Springs. Once we moved here, it changed everything, because we wanted to bring our expertise of national campaigns and national TV stations, where most of my team worked at some point in our lives, to bring it here and to show people that it's not, we all need video now. So don't shy away. I know you guys, everyone in companies, everyone should do their own video, even if you use an iPhone. Use it, do it. But we all know you guys are small business owners where you don't have the time. You don't have the time to do it. So just don't shy away from calling a professional. And not just me, there's a bunch of Indians.
So I have a crazy story. We called ourselves filming our little commercial on iPhones when we were doing that National Hot Dog Day.
Okay, but we thought we were being really, we were really on top of things, and there was a national holiday, and we had this.
And I was like, I can edit it on my phone.
And I said to you, are you sure about that? He goes, I got this. I was like, you know what? He can do a lot of things. All right, I trust him. He knows what's happening.
Send it over to Luis. He laughed. He was like,
because I mean, it was a great job, but we have the tools to make it. I know. And then when he told me how he was working, I'm like, oh, that feels like a miracle. Like, not the product.
What's the matter with you two?
The product.
You know, we've had that talk before about how in video there's actually a range of options for any budget.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of times when you moved to Delray, we thought, you know, most people, when they think of video, they think of these big national campaigns.
Right.
And small businesses assume that they don't have the budget for it. And so I always say, like, if they just talk to you and they
realize.
tell you what their budget is and what their idea is, he's really creative to find that solution.
Yeah, so it is what we do. Please contact us. It's like, we will make the right product for you.
And also on that note, if you are a business owner and you're nervous to be on camera, they have connections. So he can find somebody to be on camera. Like, even with 1-800-CALL-LEE, a lot of people are your friends, your clients, but maybe you need other people, and they can, they find people to help you, and so you don't have to necessarily be the one on camera if you don't want to be on camera. You have those options for people as well.
We'll cast actors, we'll do voiceovers, all that stuff. Whatever you need, your product, we will find the right fit for you. But I really am. I hate being on camera. I hate being this.
Okay.
It's not my show.
So
the reason you guys are here in Studio Baral is because the Chamber has done a collaboration of businesses, and I'm really proud that we are working within Delray, and my family, I owe everything to them. They've led the way on how to be entrepreneurs, and you'll meet my mom in a second. She has very delicious empanadas. I'm sure you guys will enjoy
we can't
that.
wait. That's the only reason why we're here today, Luis. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
You heard empanadas and said, okay, we'll show up.
My wife is here, who has opened a business. We're obviously collaborated in how she collaborates in mine, I collaborate in her. We have MasterWing coming in a little bit too, who now are they lease part of this studio and they have their offices here. Please come meet them.
Which is a beautiful collaboration between
and
two amazing businesses.
It's a great company. You guys will meet, I mean, you met them already, I'm sure, millions
They're
of times,
everywhere.
but you guys will get to hear from them.
So that's also creative too, because I know sometimes people come to your studio and they know they want a video, but they don't have the idea or how to do it. They want some help with coming up with the idea too, and he's got connections for that too to help put the whole thing together.
Which is amazing.
And now the better part of my family.
Smart man.
But neither of us likes talking about ourselves.
Well, I think it's hard for most people to talk about themselves. Like, I could talk about you all day long, but you know, when he asks me questions about myself, I freeze and I'm like, and I have no problem talking on camera. So, but let's talk about you for a minute, because Luis, I mean, call Studio Baral, and so you have your own business, separate from this business.
Very different. All of our businesses
super important business.
Yes. So very different. It's a nonprofit. It's a preschool serving ages 3 to 5. It's called the P.L.A.Y School. P.L.A.Y stands for Play, Literacy, and Arts for Young Learners. We are a Learn Through Play Center. We've actually been around for a very long time, but under a different name. We were in Boynton. We were FUMC preschool at First United Methodist Church, and that school was open for 40 years. And so when I went there, I actually loved the philosophy of learning through art and play and music, and sticking to keeping classroom sizes very small, and using very highly educated, highly trained teachers, a social emotional curriculum. Those are things that I came to that school with, and I fell in love with it. And then I found out that that school was actually going to close in 2020. And so Anastasia Chandler and I, she's my partner, she was a director at that school. We decided to keep the school alive by creating a nonprofit and giving it its own name so we could move it, because it wasn't its own name. It was a preschool under another entity. So we created the P.L.A.Y School to give it its own name and vision and mission, and moved it to Delray, and which I was so excited about. We didn't know where we were going to move it, and when I found out there was an opportunity to move it to Delray at Lakeview Baptist Church on Swinton, I was just so excited to be a part of Delray. So yeah, it's been great. This is our 3rd year open. And this year we're full, and with a waiting list.
Oh no, I was gonna say, can people come?
Yeah. No, but keep calling. Yeah,
on the list.
Yes. We serve ages 3 and VPK. We offer free VPK, and then we also we're structured as a nonprofit so that we can really implement art, music, play, keep the classroom sizes small, offer financial aid and support to families, because we really want that quality early childhood education to be accessible to everyone. So we do a lot of effort. We make a lot of effort into building up our scholarship fund. Last year we gave out 2 scholarships, and this year we're up to 5 scholarships.
Wow.
Yep. And we do a series of community events through the year to just to promote community engagement, because we want to focus on the families too. So our mission is play, literacy, and arts for young learners and their families, and we really believe that we need to support the entire family as well. So we do a series of parent trainings through the year that in the past have always been just open to our families, but we're working on opening them up to the community. I'm trying to think, there's so many of them. Like one is like raising a reader is our biggest one, where we really teach families about best practices at home, ways to raise that lifelong love of reading and literacy to take with their kids throughout their education. And that's one of our many events that we do through the year.
I think that's incredible, and especially at those early ages, because kids' brains are sponges at that time, and that's when they do majority of their learning, up until like age 5 or 6.
And I'm sorry, and I mean, because this is stuff I love, and I feel like I could talk
As
about
the
this all
producer
day.
of the show, you have a time.
Okay, but
You got a 2-minute from Stephanie. Guys, they're brutal
it
here.
is a super important time in their life,
Yes.
and in their family's life too.
Yeah.
And at the Play School, we really believe that the best way for all those young learners is to let them play, give them plenty of time, lots of time for free play, but not only free play, but learning through play. So using music, art, engagement, STEM activity to teach the standards of kindergarten too. So we use that to teach science, to teach math, to teach literacy. And we really send them off to kindergarten loving learning, fully prepared for many years of education, inquisitive. We have a social emotional curriculum that really helps kids learn empathy, independence, and self-confidence. And that's
so
something you don't
important.
see
No.
everywhere, and it's one of the cornerstones of what we do in our curriculum, and I'm just really proud of offering that.
And have you had a chance to really see the matriculation? So let's say after the kids go into kindergarten, what have those kindergarten teachers or what have those first grade teachers, those other elementary school teachers have said about kids that came from your program?
The kids, so like I said, even though this is only our third year here, our school and our program, our curriculum has been around for a long time. So we actually have a big alumni following. We have families we have grandparents that sent their kids to us, but at the other location, and now their grandkids are here.
That's beautiful.
And then they go into the public schools or different schools, right? They all take their different paths, and they're all doing great. And I know I have one friend that's
I'll tell you, our kids went to Plimosa, and a lot of their kids go to Plimosa
We do,
as well.
yeah.
Yesterday we went to walk at Seacrest where my son was playing soccer. It was the worst walk of my life. Like,
It was
she
his
had to
idea. I will
stop.
tell you, it was his idea.
Every parent stopped her and talked to her about, because it's starting school, and she was seeing students that had graduated from her program
that's
2 or 3 years ago.
Fifth grade,
They
from
were-
fifth grade
yeah.
and
So
down
yeah,
there,
so-
and so I was like, that was your idea to walk around the soccer field. You could walk anywhere. But he should know. He should know by now that when we go to the soccer fields during rec soccer, we're gonna run into a lot of
Which
families.
speaks volumes, though, about you and your program, that they're not like, oh God, run. They're like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, and embrace you because you're
Yeah.
a big part of their lives in a beautiful way.
And if somebody wanted to get more information on the program, like what's the website?
Okay, so our website, he's gonna press the button.
I'll take me a little bit.
I've never seen what it looks like when he presses the button. It's exciting.
It's easier in the computer, but go ahead.
So the website is www.theplayschoolpbc.org. There it is. And
Look at that magic.
we have a Do Good Delray event coming up. I guess
Oh.
I'm sure when MasterWing comes up, we'll be able to talk more about that. That's our first big community event we're going to do through Do Good Delray. It's a trunk or treat, and we need
cute.
community. We're looking for community sponsors for that because it's a free event for families, and we want to give them the best experience possible. So we're currently looking for sponsors for that event. We always accept supplies, arts supplies and materials and books. I mean, if we're learn through play and learn through art, it requires a lot of materials
I
to
have
teach
a lot
that
of materials
way.
I can give you guys. I've got a
Please.
lot.
Yeah, we use things that most people would think to discard.
Yeah.
We have a whole closet dedicated towards those odds and ends, and we use them for arts and projects.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then another big way to contribute is to make a tax-deductible donation to our scholarship fund. We're constantly trying to grow that, and we really want to make this early childhood experience accessible to as many families as we can.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for all of your hard work, and you can go
I
back
gotta
to
go
your
back.
spot.
It's a better
He's
computer. It's a better-
getting
I'm
stressed
getting
out. You can
nervous.
see his face looking at
Thank
that
you, guys.
iPad. Thank you
But
guys
yeah.
for all that you do
Thank you.
for our
you.
community.
I need to sleep.
Let's let Master
Let's let
in.
Master. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, bye.
Bye.
The kids are calling.
The kids are calling. Like, where is she? Okay, so you've heard us talk about them. This is another team that you see behind the scenes and in front of the scenes at events,
Yes.
but making things happen for so many local businesses. We have Ethan and Amanda from MasterWing Creative. Ethan's over here on camera right now, so I don't know, you coming? Is he coming or what's he doing? Okay, well, we have Amanda here. Ethan, see, look at the girls do what they're supposed to, and all the boys just go rogue. Oh, there he is. Oh, thank you, Maurizio. All right, here he comes.
You can't put a photographer in the room with all these gadgets.
I know, they just stay and play. Hi, guys. So, funny story is Amanda and I get each other's emails a lot because they think that I work at the chamber. So they send them to Amanda, and I think probably at least once a week I get one. I think this was for you, or it comes to me. I'm like, I think this was actually for you. So there's two of us. We have the same name, but we are different. So you guys have grown leaps and bounds. Because how long have you officially had MasterWing?
A little bit over a year.
Yeah.
Yes.
And look at what you've done in a little over a year.
And I remember when you guys first really, created this marriage, with your companies. And I love the story of how you guys really came together. It's really awesome.
So can you tell anybody who hasn't heard the story a little bit about your background and how you guys became MasterWing, which is the coolest name too. And the fact that it just so naturally happened, I think is really, it means it was meant to be.
So yeah, we used to work together. Amanda was the marketing guru and I was programming events and, running around with my camera. And
His favorite part.
it came to a point where we were working together a lot. Just Amanda had her marketing firm and I had my own photography business, and she would reach out to me to, help with some of her campaigns that she was doing. So it got to a point where we were doing it so often that we just thought it made sense for us to join forces.
Make that money together.
And when I would hire him, those campaigns would do so great. I mean, way better than anything.
Unbelievably talented.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna snatch this up before someone else does.
Yeah.
So yeah, we joined forces, and we're so lucky that one of our clients is the chamber, because we love being part of the chamber. That has helped our business immensely. We love the whole team. We love being part of their team and love you guys. And we have a whole room full of clients here.
And as for the name, it's as simple as, my last name is Dangerwing, MacMaster.
It was perfect. And I think I think it's a beautiful thing because you have helped chamber members grow and they have also helped you grow. And that's what the chamber's about. Yeah. It's all about helping each other rise together. And I think this is the perfect example of that and how you can do that just by joining and partaking in the things that happen. So, now you're here, you get to work with these great guys every day. All in a year and a half, as a business owner, that's incredible growth. You're like, okay, yeah, we grew a little bit. No, you guys are like, zoom. There's no end in sight for the things that you're gonna do.
I appreciate you saying that. Sometimes it's hard to see that until you have an outside perspective.
Right. So, and I see that the collaboration with you two is awesome, but you guys are doing other collaborations that's through a program through the chamber, the Do Good Delray. You guys can speak on that and talk about that for a little bit.
Sure. Last year, we partnered with Megan with the P.L.A.Y school, which just so happens, it wasn't planned that way. We didn't know Megan and Luis were married. We knew Luis through here, and then we just so happened to be partnered with the P.L.A.Y school.
That's so funny.
And so that was awesome. And we helped them with their event last year, Trunk or Treat, which was so amazing and so much fun. And I got to bring my girls to it. And then from that experience, I actually enrolled my daughter Fiona in their school. So she's been 6, so she hasn't started yet. But hopefully next week she'll start, and I'm really excited about that. But this year we're doing again, it's October 28th. It's at Lakeview Baptist Church. It's so much fun. They have a bunch of different parents and community partners that decorate their trunks so the kids can go around trick or treat. Then they have a ton of other activities. They have a cakewalk and music and
I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to turn out. Last year, it was a private because of COVID and things like that, so they kept it.
So it is open, so anybody can come with their kids?
It's going to get wild.
Open this year.
This was something that was really born out of, you know, a lot of neighborhoods, it's not safe for kids to go out and go trick or treat, you know. So everybody was like trick or treat is supposed to happen at night, you know, it's fun with your costumes. Well, people started doing it in the daytime because it wasn't safe. Then people started going to the malls and saying, you know what, the neighborhoods are not safe. But now this is another, you know, safe environment and something that's fun and creative for people in the community just to come together and have a nice time around
Every
Halloween.
kid should get to dress up and go and get candy and have that experience.
And if you're getting off work, you know, I mean, you've been working all day. You don't have to put in all those miles. You just go trunk to trunk.
Just sit there. It's okay. I see you.
No, I totally agree. I think that sounds like I would love to see the pictures from that. I know it'd be a great event.
I got you.
And what is the date of this event?
It's October 28th. It starts at 5:30. And it's free for parents to bring their kids. So
cute.
If you are a community business, the way that they're going to fundraise is through your sponsorships, through getting a trunk or a sponsorship or donating to this event. So if you can, you heard Meg, you know, it's a really great school and it's a great cause to donate to. So
It'd be a lot of fun.
and families bring your kids out for free.
So cute. So for people who need, I mean, you guys are very busy. If you follow them on Instagram, I mean, you're like, you're where today? Wait, how are you doing all of this? But if people are looking for help in growing their business, which so many of us are, how do we get in touch with you so we can learn more?
We have MasterWingCreative.com, but if you'd like to learn some things for free, this Friday. We're doing Chamber U at the Delray Beach Chamber. It's at 11:30. So you can come and take our Let's Get Social class if you're a chamber member. So if you're not, sign up. And it's a great presentation.
We'll touch on some of the basics of social media. I mean, there's a lot to go into it. There's a lot to unpack. So we'll have about an hour to do so. So we'll hit the basics for you.
Cover a few questions, specific questions. Yeah. But I think that's great, and I think this is one of the things, once again, that the Chamber does so well, is this programming with experts. You guys are doing this every day. You're seeing firsthand what works and doesn't work for different businesses, and every business is different. So for people to get to hear from you and meet you, because, I mean, these guys are incredible. Just watching what you do for businesses and the Chamber in general is spectacular. So if you need some help with your social, because it's either too much for you to do or you just need to grow it and you need expert help, here's your people right here.
Give you the consistency.
Yes.
And I love what the Chamber is doing with that Chamber U piece.
It's
I mean,
great.
To come in there and sit and get knowledge from the experts. I mean, for them to sit down and give you a one-on-one could cost a lot of money.
A lot of money.
You know, a lot of money. But being a part, that's what I think is a really good benefit. Another benefit of being part of the Delray Beach Chamber. So that's a great idea. But anything else that you guys would like to share that's going on with MasterWing Creative? I know you guys probably have a lot of projects.
They have a lot.
The reason you can't rent space from Baraldi is because we did it.
We're occupied.
They want their bananas. They rented that room. No more for you.
These relationships. I mean,
Consume the space.
This is why you gotta know people. That's how you get the room here.
And actually, the person that suggested it is coming up next. Alina, we saw her out at a festival, and she's actually one of our clients, A Kitchen, and she was like, you know, Luis has this great space, and you guys should talk to him. So she kind of made that happen.
And all she had to do was give us one empanada. That was it.
Oh yeah. I mean, these empanadas are unreal. We've been waiting for this moment all morning. We love all our other guests, but you're the one that we're the most excited about. No, we love you guys. Thank you for all you do, guys.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Oh, Janelle.
I've been busy.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just going to take all of that. I mean,
have them.
Oh, don't tempt him.
Oh,
wow.
man.
I think
We're both
gonna
here
put
like
them away.
drooling. We're drooling already. I was like, wait, Luis, why are you taking them? Be kind to your mama.
So, A Kitchen.
Yeah.
So where's the A come from? Talk about the A. Is that your name?
My name is Alina.
Okay, that was easy.
I was like,
I was looking for this deep story, like I threw some letters against the wall.
He hasn't had his empanada yet, so he is not all here.
So the same thing, you know, with the A Kitchen name, it's difficult because if you Google, you're gonna find a lot of kitchens.
Yes.
But even so, where are you located?
Well, right now we just opened our first storefront and it's in Lake Ida and Congress.
Oh,
And
right
the
here.
second one will be right here. So Luis will have to take care of us as well. Not only the rooms for the studio, but also some food out there.
man.
So we're ready to open.
So let's talk about these empanadas. So
Oh, they're unreal.
oh man.
And you're teasing us. We're like sitting here looking at
You know,
them.
and it's crazy because this week I've been on like a veggie cleanse almost.
Oh my goodness.
And now-
Sorry.
And that's a vegetarian empanada. I already know.
Yes.
know,
Oh,
so-
there we are. That is the storefront.
Oh, how beautiful.
Wow, it's packed in there.
Oh
too.
my gosh.
So I want to say congratulations on opening. I know it's got to be exciting. It's like the birth of a baby now.
Yes, it is.
And the empanada. So now you just a home. Are you just a home chef or something? Do you take any training, or are you just like I just know how to cook?
Well, I love cooking. Throughout my life, my grandmother was a great cook, and I would go to her house, and she taught me a lot. And then my mom, and then I loved doing it. And when I came here, in Mexico, I had a lot of help, but here I had to do it myself. So I started cooking again. I loved that, and then Luis and Ricardo, my two sons, they took over the company. So now. I don't even have a little space here. Right. I've been kicked out of the place, and I didn't have anything to do, and I was kind of bored, and then COVID hit, and I said, well, we can start doing something, so I started cooking.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the good thing is that, Delray is great, and I went to the green market, and they gave me a little spot there, so I started with my tent, and I started with 30 empanadas. And now I can sell from 500 to 800 per market.
So that doesn't mean anything whatsoever. 500 to 800.
No big deal. What? I mean, that is a lot
that is
of
a lot.
delicious
So-
empanadas and happy people.
Yeah, of course.
Happy
A lot of happy people.
So that is awesome, because a lot of times with empanada, especially in this area, you can't really find a good homemade.
No.
Nobody wants a really store bought.
No, you want the real deal.
I went to a place and I seen it. I was like, oh my gosh, I love these things. Let me try to get one. But it wasn't that homemade taste. It seemed like something that came off a freezer. It had freezer burn.
Sure
or something.
it was down in the.
Well, I really am. So I'm really so excited about.
Yeah, and the good thing here, I
Jumping
started, and I have to tell you that we do everything. Like the chorizo, I don't go to the store and buy the made chorizo. We make our own chorizo.
Wow.
We make all the sauces. We make everything. So
No
we try
shortcuts
to
here.
No, it takes a while to make them, and that's why sometimes I cannot grow bigger because I don't have the time to do it.
Right. Do you have a favorite of your empanadas?
You know what? They ask me, which one is your favorite? I say, oh my goodness, it's so difficult. Because
they're your
depends.
babies.
Yes, and they are like, if it's in the middle of the day and then you're craving for something, or if it's in the morning or for dinner. So it really depends, but I have 13 different flavors.
Wow.
And I used to have also the sweet ones. I stopped, and they've been asking me to them again.
Yes.
So I might start, but I'm not sure. I'm just in the middle, like 2 more flavors would be a lot.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
especially
love
you're
it.
already making 500 to 800. I don't know how many more anyone can make. That's incredible. So what is your favorite part of now having your own space and being able to do what you want when you want in that space?
You know what? I had a shared kitchen before, and I was working in the kitchen, but I couldn't sell anything. And then, of course, when it's the off season, it's difficult for me to sell more, right? Because everything is closed. The only market that is open is up north, because I have a couple that I'm working now. But I needed to show my clients here where to buy them. So they just opened a shared kitchen, but I also have my own space, a retail like storefront.
It's beautiful.
And then it's great because I'm making the empanadas, and at the same time, of course, when I bake them, they
Smell
were
it.
exactly. So people come, and then I can sell them there, which
Right.
is amazing for me because I'm doing both things at the same time.
Oh,
so
that
that
makes
is something
sense.
that I like.
Wonderful.
That's a good idea. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So even people can come and get like catering orders and
Yes.
things of that
Yes.
nature.
Yes. Yes. Actually, the chamber is always being there for us and
How
helping
far-
us. And oh my goodness.
Well,
They're
we're all like,
great.
more, we need more empanadas.
I know, but you know, it's great to have, you know, the back of the chamber
For
because
sure.
they help you a lot to grow and to know more people. And then now, of course, the only one that doesn't pay attention to me is my son.
That's because he's at the
He
computer.
doesn't want
He's
to
pushing
do
all his buttons
I
over
know,
there.
He doesn't want to do any videos. He says, I have a lot of work. I cannot deal with you. But the good thing is that Amanda.
I was gonna say, good thing you have neighbors upstairs.
They do a great job, and they've been helping me as well. And,
That's great.
And you know, that's the way to grow.
Absolutely.
You just need to hold hands with everybody
Yes.
and help each other. And I think that is the main thing for any business.
Yes, and that is the Delray way.
It
I have to
is,
say that collaboration.
absolutely.
Yes.
So for people who are having an event and they want to have something delicious and special and homemade, how can they get in touch with you to be able to place an order? And how far in advance do we have to place the order?
Well, we have empanadas ready to
Okay.
go whenever you want.
So we can come clear you out.
Yes. So if you call us, you know, we are ready. Like maybe 20 minutes, I'll have them ready. It doesn't matter if it's 100 or two empanadas.
So you better go get
So-
some for these boys. You got hungry
her hands
boys.
just-
Hungry boys need that.
Yeah, so we can do anything. And actually, some
Yeah,
of
we
the
wanna-
flavors,
we're-
you can try.
You're gonna try it. Yeah,
we
we're gonna
want
try
them.
it.
know.
Yes, we do. We need.
They're
Yes.
not real. They're not real.
We'll eat plastic anyways. We'll eat the plastic.
I'll bite through the
We're
plastic.
fine.
And I have to tell you that all the empanadas, they have a little print. You can see, like, CH, that is for chicken.
That's
because
so
sometimes,
cool.
you know, at the beginning, I would make them different shapes.
Yeah.
But then 13 different shapes is
That's a
difficult.
lot of shapes.
Yeah. So then we decided to print, like, have the little initials.
The initials on it.
So you don't have a surprise empanada when you open it. So you would actually know what you're eating
That's so
inside.
cool.
And
So which do you have here today?
look, I brought almost everything because I
Wow.
have chicken with mole.
This is the devil.
Yum.
We have beef, we have barbecue, we have veggies.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I don't have any vegans
Okay.
because it would take me double
Yeah, to
time
have to do
make
all
this
the- yeah.
exactly.
It's
So
okay.
it's
You don't have vegans here, so we're good.
Oh, okay. Here.
Oh my gosh, this is
can-
exciting.
you can
this
help
is the
me with
moment
the
we've been
napkins.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And I can tell you, like I have chicken mole over there, I have barbecue, I have beef, I have zucchini, corn, and tomato.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
caramelized onion and blue cheese.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
Reuben. I have Mexican breakfast.
Wow.
So I have a variety.
So these are not
So-
basic empanadas. They are extra special.
Yeah, and we make even the dough, huh? Because
Wow.
sometimes
Make
you
the
buy,
dough.
you buy
Plate. Oh, those
them
are cute
and
plates.
they are not. They are the ones that you buy in the stores, and then you just fill them out.
Thank
These
you,
ones
sir.
Thank
Look
you.
at the service these
Oh
men and your
my
family
goodness.
here.
So now you grab
I just grabbed one.
whatever.
One is which?
Which ones would
I
you
just
like?
can't have the onions. I'm allergic.
Okay, do you want? I have beef here. if
Sure,
you
I'll
want.
try that one. That
Okay,
sounds
so that is
Thank you. Oh my
And
gosh.
look-
And what are your sauces?
okay. So this one
There's
is
so many different sauces.
chimichurri sauce,
Oh, yum.
and this is I have spicy sauce as well.
No, not for Jamel.
Come on.
I can't do it.
Spice sometimes is good.
The first, that's the first way to make me cry.
I have to tell you that I don't eat a lot of spice, but sometimes just a little
A
kick.
little bit.
Yeah, it is.
That's all you
good.
need?
Yes. So these are, and so you can have them.
This isn't good.
Have a Delray day.
I invite you to join me at the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce because here we're all about community. With like-minded people and businesses, the Chamber will help your business grow, and you get to connect with people that will become your best friends. Weekly events give you ample opportunities to learn alongside talented professionals. At the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, we are better together. Become a member at delraybeach.com.